So what I do here is that I flip the phone around so I don't have to get into too much of an uncomfortable position. And then I want to try to get the turtle between the rails. Line it up. I see a lot of butterflies, but I'm not be able to capture that with a phone. Far enough as it is with an actual camera, super fast focus and everything. Yeah, I came back to this looks way better in portrait because of the path. Yeah, I'm not too much of a, I'm not a big fan of the ultra wide lens, but you know, it's there, might as well use it. Just trying to see how I can utilize these. Something interesting. An ant was about to get on me and probably bite me. I'm good. So this is a 40 megapixel, but I can't shoot in. Here's one of the downsides of the Pixel Fold series is that you cannot shoot in 48 megapixel. So I'm not opposed to cropping in 2x before the photo to get the shot I need. Make for great black and white photos, and I just found the massive spider. Ooh, got the chills. I have to find it. Ugh. I lost it. I got the creeps. Longer. Spiders creep me out. Watch them be like on top of me too. Yeah, man, so I was having trouble fighting the spider. I think I got it. And I'm out of here. Ugh. And I gotta be on the lookout. One thing I gotta say about the camera app, it's really hard to use one-handed because the shutter button is so far away. Like I almost rather the mode selector be above, or in this case to the left of the shutter button, so that it could be closer. Because as soon as I adjust my hand away from this position, it becomes hard to reach. Definitely always helps to have two hands though. I kind of got one hand and a couple fingers. You got to have the Insta360 case here. Yeah, it just adds depth to it because I was in so close to PhoneUX. Just provide a better view, better separation. All right, so during this photo walk with the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, there were a couple of lessons that I learned, and I want to share them with you. The first thing is that it's best to have both hands available, because tapping on the screen to focus on the subject you want is very important. So a few of these photos were actually very nice, but unfortunately it was out of focus because the phone decided to focus on something else that I didn't want as a main subject. Lesson number 2 is that the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, and I'm sure more out there, I'll come across them as I use them, is not good for animal photography. The animals just move too much, at least in the wild. Maybe if you have a dog that sits down and stuff like that, you can take a photo, obviously. But when it comes to the wild, some of the animals that move fast, it's going to be very hard to get them in focus, because it's either going to be motion blur or it's not going to pick up the subject and it's going to be out of focus again. And even in the case of the spider that I took a photo of, that spider was not moving at all. It was barely moving from the wind even, because I guess it was just pretty steady, and my phone just didn't want to focus on it. But there was something else that I learned, and that was when it came to editing in Lightroom. So the photo that you see even in RAW in the Photos app for the Pixel, or for any Pixel phone, it's actually already processed. But as soon as I open it into Lightroom, you get the what seems like completely unprocessed photo, except for maybe the dynamic range. You lose the lens correction, you lose the texture that's added by Pixel, and a couple of other things. So you're gonna have to add that back on. But other than that, the photos came out, in my opinion, really good. The dynamic range is there. Even when you shoot RAW, Pixel is doing processing on it and giving you what seems like the full dynamic range that you would get on a JPEG, but on a RAW file. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.